Hey guys, what's up? It's Alisha. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are sitting in one of my happy places, my home gym, to talk about fitness. I have been getting a lot of requests about like sharing more of like my fitness journey, what workouts I've been doing, like literally all these different kinds of things that I've been eating and stuff like that, which of course I will absolutely share with you guys over time. But I didn't really feel like it made sense to share all those things until we started with the basics. And what I mean by the basics is like how to really get yourself in the mindset to like start your fitness journey and to really develop the consistency to continue throughout your fitness journey. And the reason why I feel like this is the perfect place to start is because it's the hardest. It's the hardest part to start. Trust me, I have been there. I know firsthand how hard it is to like want to reach your body goals and like want to work out and just want to do all these different kinds of things, but you literally like, you're not motivated most of the time and you end up making excuses. You just don't go as frequently as you probably should and you just fall off. And it's a cycle. You'll start working out, fall off, start working out, fall off, start working out, fall off. And I feel like I finally pushed through enough to where I have really built up my consistency. I mentioned it in a previous video, but I have been like working out consistently, like literally consistently for months, probably like 4 or 5 months now. And like there's not really any breaks for me. And that's because I have figured out what works. So I wanted to share my tips with you guys to hopefully help you build your consistency to really start and see the progress within your fitness journey. First things first, I apologize if you guys hear noise in the background. Like I said, I'm in my garage, in my home gym, so there are cars that will pass by. So if you guys hear them, try to ignore them, but I just feel like this is the perfect place to film this video. So the first thing I would say is to find what works best for you. And I feel like there are so many like things and videos and stuff like that on social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of them that pretty much try to tell you what you should be doing in order to, you know, get in shape, to reach your goals and things like that. But I don't think that working out is a one size fits all. Like I know people who thoroughly enjoy cycling and love cycling. They have achieved their goals, what they personally want just by cycling. I know people who love to just walk, go on walks outdoors. They love it and that works for them. I personally love to lift like weights, weightlifting, because it just makes me super happy. I love the challenge. I love pushing myself. And honestly, it has allowed me to see the results that I personally want to achieve for my own body. So like when it comes to growing muscle, when it comes to growing like certain parts, slimming down in certain parts, weightlifting has been the best thing for me. But like I said, it's not a one size fits all. So the first thing is to really find what works for you, because whenever you found what works for you and what makes you happy, you're more likely to be excited to work out on a day-to-day basis. Once you have figured out what works best for you, my next tip would be to start small and then build over time. And what I mean by that is literally like start off with small goals, okay? So instead of just deciding one day, okay, I'm gonna go from not working out at all to working out 6 times a week and eating clean 100% of the time. Now, the likelihood of that actually sticking is slim to none, because you're trying to do too big of a jump. You're trying to do too big of a change at one time. I have found that it is so much easier to start small and literally just build. So what I found that works best for me is like whenever I first started working out, I knew in order to build my consistency, I had to start small. So at first I committed to working out 3 times a week. I said, if I can commit to working out 3 times a week, I'll be good. Like that's my first focus. Okay. So I was working out Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And that was it. Anything else was extra, but I just wanted to get my body in the groove of like being active, because the whole goal is to move your body and to be active. So I was like, okay, if I work out just consistently Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, like I'll get the hang of it at some point. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I committed to. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I would show up, I'd work out, whether it be here in my home gym or I'd go to a gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So then I started off with that 3 days a week goal. And at that point, I was also trying to eat cleaner. I wasn't like switching like to 100% healthy, but I was trying to just make smarter choices to get my body, again, used to like eating healthier foods, like at least craving somewhat healthier foods, not craving sugar all the time, not craving sweets all the time, things like that. Like just trying to get my body in the groove of like eating cleaner. So I started there. And then once I had really set a good foundation, I moved up to 4 days a week. And so then I started showing up Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And every week I did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I did that for a long time. And then I went up to 5 days a week, which is where I currently am. Because my goal was to always eventually get to 5 days a week. But I knew just starting off with that goal and like trying to commit to it, I wouldn't achieve it that way. So I had to start small and then work my way up. And I felt like that was the most like smooth process. Like it's so crazy because now that I built it up and I started small and kept like working up and working up, now 5 days a week, I kid you not, it seems so easy. It's starting off small definitely helps to build that consistency. Also with eating, I would say like build that up as well. So again, start off by making like just smarter choices, trying to be healthier, and then slowly but surely start to decrease like some of your favorite foods or just cut back. Just cut back, not necessarily restrict yourself, but just kind of cut back on how much you are consuming. That makes a huge difference. And then of course, eating more and increasing how much you're eating of like healthier foods, greens, vegetables, protein. So chicken, turkey, like all that kind of stuff. And from there, you'll see a lot of progress just by doing that. And again, as time goes on, increase little by little by little. And then you'll see yourself before you know it, you'll be like exactly where you want to be. The next tip is probably what I would consider the most important one. It's probably the most important tip. And that is to remember that you will not be motivated to work out every day. I get asked so many times, like, how do I stay motivated to work out? How do I get myself to the gym whenever I have a child and I'm taking care of her and I'm in mom mode and I have a job and stuff like that? Like, the reality is I am not motivated probably 95% of the time. And that's just the harsh reality of getting up and working your body, moving your body, working out, things like that. Like you will not want to actively do it most of the time. The key is to have developed discipline and to commit to it and really stick to the discipline. Because I find that whenever you try to rely on motivation, again, it's super easy to fall off because you'll feel like, okay, if I'm not excited to work out this day, I just shouldn't work out. Like that just means that I shouldn't work out today. How are you going to achieve your goals and your health goals by relying on that little bit of motivation that we have? Because let's be real here. It's not in abundance over here. It's like it comes and goes. And so if we're relying on it, we'll never get to where we want to get to. So some days, there may be days where you wake up, you are tired, like you had a long day, or you don't want to wake up early, but you know, like in order to achieve your goals, you have to get up. You got to go to the gym. You have to put in that 30 minutes or an hour and a half, however long you work out. You have to put it in regardless of how you're feeling, regardless of how much you do not want to go. You better get your butt up and go. Like I feel like that is discipline literally is going to outwork motivation any day. And that's for me having worked out consistently for so many months and forcing myself to work out whenever I do not feel like working out. And it's so true what they say, because every time I force myself to go work out and I have the discipline, I never, ever regret working out after the workout is over. And it's such a great mood booster too. So it's like, if you're not feeling motivated, if you're down, if you just don't feel like doing anything at all, and then you go work out even whenever you didn't want to, oh, you're going to feel super motivated. You're going to feel like, okay, I just did the one thing I didn't want to do. I can do this. Like, I can achieve whatever it is that I want to achieve that day. I can reach my goals. Like, you're going to feel super motivated after the discipline kicks in. Along with reminding yourself that you won't be motivated every day, a big tip is to schedule in your workout time. And I think that that is where a lot of us mess up, is because we don't really schedule it in. We just wake up every day, go with the flow, see what happens, and then before you know it, it's 10 p.m. and you never worked out. I think it's so important to make sure you schedule it in. Like, every week before I get my week started, I'll schedule in my workouts. So I know that if I have, let's say I have a really busy day on Tuesday, I know, okay, I'm probably not gonna wanna work out after that busy day. So I'm gonna have to wake up earlier, get that workout in, and then get my busy day started. So I'll kind of plan my workouts according to that. Typically on a regular day, I'll work out at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. But if it's a busy day, I will always schedule my workouts in earlier before I get anything started. And that helps to keep me right on track. So you, of course, know your schedule. You know what you have going on. So if you have like an hour lunch break, you can always schedule your workout into there. Like I said earlier, if you have to schedule in your workouts before you do anything in the morning, schedule it in there. If you're more of a nighttime workout person, of course, feel free to schedule your workouts in the evening time. But it is so important to make sure you schedule it ahead of time, so that way you're not kind of just like going with the flow and just letting things happen, because the days fly by and time flies by, and literally before you know it, like, you will not have worked out if you hadn't scheduled it in prior. Another tip that I have is to plan your workouts ahead of time. And the reason why I say this is because it can be really easy to forget to plan your workouts ahead of time, and then you get to the gym or you're working out at home and then you're like lost and you're stuck, and then of course you end up just like sitting down and not working out. So I would highly recommend, I have a personal trainer, a virtual personal trainer, and that's because I feel like that is the one thing that keeps me like really consistent. Again, finding what works for you. So like, my trainer literally plans out all my workouts for me, so I don't even have to like think twice about what I'll be working out that day, because she has it like lined out for me every single day. But if you don't want to go the personal trainer route, again, that is totally fine. There are so many other options. Like, there are plenty of videos on YouTube now. There's lots of free programs out there, to be honest, at this point in 2022. So you can just find a program that works for you, or find, let's say you want to work back one day, just find like some exercises that you want to do for your back workout, and make sure you have those scheduled and kind of outlined ahead of time. Because I really feel like having it there, plain sight, before you even step into working out, like, really makes your entire workout so much more seamless. And again, there's even less of a reason to work out. There's no excuses. You have your workouts right there. Get it done. And also with your meals, that's also a big part, because let's be real here. We've heard this time and time again that your diet plays like 80% of the role in like your fitness journey and your goals. And that's absolutely true. Like, you can't outwork like a bad diet. So even when it comes to meals, I like to personally plan my meals out ahead of time. I do meal prep, because if we're gonna be honest, that's like really the only thing at this point, this season of my life, that keeps me accountable. If it wasn't for meal prep, like me going to a meal prep like store and getting meal prep meals, I know myself enough to know that I would not stay on track. So I personally decide to go get meal prep meals and kind of plan those out to figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch and dinner. But if you like to meal prep at home, that is also a great option for you to do. I wish I could do it, but I don't have the time. And I don't want to rely on myself to try to meal prep and then I fall off of my goals. So if you do meal prep at home, definitely plan your meals ahead of time, schedule them out so you know exactly what you'll be eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even your snacks in between. Last but not least, my final tip is to know your why. Why are you working out? Why are you trying to be in better shape? Why are you trying to be healthier? Like, what exactly is your why? And the reason why I say this is because I find that I rely on my why a lot, especially on the days where I am feeling kind of weak. I'm feeling like I just don't feel like it. I can't do it. Like whenever I find myself a little bit more defeated and like not in a place to really get myself up and go work out, I remind myself of the why. Like, what exactly is my why? And my why is honestly, one, I just want to look better. Like, I'm not gonna even front. Like, one of my big reasons of why I work out is to look better. I have like certain, not that I don't think that I look good already, because I know I do. It's just there's certain things that I know if I work out, like they'll change and they'll kind of get to the way that I want them to get, such as my legs, my thighs, my glutes, my like waist. Like there's no harm in saying that. And so one of my big reasons, one of my big whys is to look the way that I want to look. But that's not just it for me. I really want to be healthy for my daughter, especially as she gets older. Like she is going to be, I know as she gets older, she'll be doing more and more and more. And I just want to be in the best shape possible so that I'm around, so that I can hang out with her. I can do things with her. I can just stay active with her. Like I want to be super, y'all know me. Like I want to be super involved in Valerie's life. And I know one way to do so is to be even healthier and to get in better shape, and just so I have energy. That why will get me out the bed and get me off the sofa whenever the motivation is not kicking in. So for you, I ask you, what is your why? Like, what do you want to achieve here and why do you want to achieve it? And whenever you have that why, remind yourself on an everyday basis. And it doesn't matter what your why could be anything. I don't think there's any wrong answer at all. If you feel like your answer is too vain, it's not. Like we're all human, we're all normal people. Just figure out what your why is and rely on that whenever your motivation and your excitement and your just energy is at an all-time low. Shoot, drink some pre-workout, because my pre-workout, it really like it helps me a lot. Drink some pre-workout to get that energy in. Remind yourself of that why and hit the gym or do whatever it is that you feel works best for you. Like definitely just try, incorporating a few of these tips on your day-to-day to see how it helps to improve your consistency. I really do feel like these are like the top tips that will really help to help develop getting in the rhythm of working out and like not falling off, not falling into the regular cycle that we all tend to fall into. And yeah, you'll definitely achieve your goals by just sticking to it. Know that the results won't come quickly. Like they won't come quickly, but if you put in the work, if you commit to it, if you stay disciplined, the results are going to come at some point. Like I feel like I've been working out now consistently for months and I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm definitely like seeing progress little by little. And so I have to remind myself the results won't come overnight, but I do know that if I continue to put in the work and I continue to, stay disciplined and committed, like the results are going to come at some point. I don't know when, but I'm putting the work in now so that way I can see them, the results in the future. So just remember that. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If you guys did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And as always, I love y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye, guys.